Question number 3 of exercise 13.1. In question 2 above, in this one question, if one part of the red pigment requires 75 ml of the base, here red pigment has 75 ml of base. How much red pigment should we mix with 1800 ml of base? Children, when the question is given in this form, like in the word problem, try and make a box like this, make a table. What are the two quantities here? Red pigment and base. If red pigment is 1, base is 75 ml. Now they are saying how much red pigment should we mix? How much red pigment should we mix with 1800 ml of base? So now with this, making this table, it is clear that this quantity is missing. And we can write down this quantity as x and y. Take the first one as x, this one is y. Y is completely given. X1 is given, x2 is missing. So we can write this one as x2. And this is the missing quantity which we have to find. Now we know that as the red pigment will increase, the base in it will also increase. So it is in direct proportion. In the direct proportion, x1 upon y1 is equals to x2 upon y2. x1 and y1 is given, put their values. x2 is missing, y2 is given. Just put the values like this and find the missing value. Question number 4 is, a machine in a soft drink factory fills 840 bottles in 6 hours. In 6 hours, it is filling 840 bottles. How many bottles will it fill in 5 hours? Because the number of hours and the number of bottles is in proportion. As the number of hours will increase, the number of bottles will also increase. More hours, more number of bottles will be filled. If there are less hours, less number of bottles will be filled. So this question is again in direct proportion. So first you will make the table, and here, like in the table, here you will write the bottles and hours. There are two things in this, bottles and hours. How many bottles are being filled? 840. In how many hours? 6 hours. Now how many bottles will be filled in 5 hours? So like this, make a table. With the table, children, it becomes very easy to understand the question, that what is missing. Take this one as x. x1 is given, x2 is missing. y1 is given, y1 and y2 both are given. So same way, put the formula like this and find the missing value. Question number 5. A photograph of a bacteria enlarged 50 times attained a length of 5 cm as shown in the diagram. You all know, you all have studied in science that bacteria are very small. They cannot be seen with the naked eyes. We need microscope to see, and microscope enlarges the bacteria and all. So when it is enlarged 50 times, then its length is 5 cm. What is the actual length? To find the actual length, we should not magnify it at all, right? If we are not magnifying, see, there are two things in this question. There is, how many times the magnification is there? Magnification and the length. When the magnification is 50,000 times, then it attained a length of 5 cm. Now they are saying, what is the actual length? For actual length, we should not magnify. So at that time, magnification should be 1. We can't take it 0. Okay, magnification cannot be taken as 0. Okay, it has to be taken as 1. One time. If you are magnifying something one time, that means it is going to remain the same. So that will be the actual length. So what is missing here? y2 is missing. x1, x2, y1, y2. Again, use the proportional concept and find the missing value. Now there is one more thing. If the photograph is enlarged 20 times only, what would be its enlarged length? Now this time, instead of 50,000 times, now we are enlarging it for 20,000 times. Now find the length. So let that length be y3, y1, y2, y3. Now you can compare we can compare first two to find the missing value, or you can compare these two also to find out this value. So you have to basically find the missing values in this.